What's up, everyone? It's your boy Norn Radd89 here, bringing you another video. Today, a Radd movie review, keeping in with the theme of the holidays, a Christmas-themed horror film that I just recently caught called The Mean One. This is actually a newer film that's going to be premiering at Regal Cinemas on December 9th, and I was very happy that I got a chance to check out an early screener for this film. So thank you, Ted, for sending me this early screener of The Mean One, and this is a film directed by Stephen Lamort. And today we're going to talk about the positives, the negatives, my rating, and then I'm going to send you all home. So let's do this. Roll it. So The Mean One is a new Christmas-themed horror film that I got a chance to catch an early screener for, and I was so happy that I got this chance. And let's get right into this, into talking about like my positives, negatives, and rating and all that stuff. And just be warned, there's not going to be any spoilers in this film. I want you all to be able to check this one out. So let's get into it right off the bat. The positives for me is that this one has a very strong Christmas vibe. I like when I go to a Christmas horror themed film, I don't need it to be a perfect film. I don't need it to be like some epic award-winning script or nothing like that. I want a strong Christmas theme going on in the film, and this one has really strong in terms of the music, in terms of the aesthetic, and like some of the stuff that they use, especially our lead character Cindy. When we get into the third act, she has weaponry on her that's Christmas themed, and I love that. You know, that little nuanced thing is just such an epic moment for me, that it's just such a small moment, but it's a little nuanced thing that I just love. Another amazing positive about this film is we have David Howard Thornton playing our Mean One, so I love that aspect. The makeup, the effect, the way they shoot his character, he looks fabulous. Like, it was just great. And like I said, he's right now blowing up in the horror community because he played Art the Clown in the Terrifier franchise. So he's just now he played the Mean One. He seems like he's going to be one of those actors that's a good character actor, and we're going to see him in a lot of horror stuff. He's going to be an icon, you know, that we're going to be watching for years and years. So I was very excited about that. Another cool thing about this film is that we do have some great practical kills that I appreciate, you know what I mean? CGI, we'll talk about that later, but the practical kills, yes, right up my alley in terms of creativity and the ideas they were trying to come up with. One of my favorite kills has to do with a woman and a giant garbage disposal, so that was my favorite one. We also have some eye kills too, so decent gore in this film as well, and the kills very creative. Another cool thing I enjoyed about this film is we have a narrator for this film that goes in a very rhyming tangent, the way that they describe and they narrate the film. It doesn't happen constantly, so like if it was a constant narration, like for every scene, every moment, like that would get kind of annoying. It's a very, you know, kind of small time narration that happens a few times throughout the film, and I think it fits that Christmas vibe very well. Another thing is I was just freaking entertained. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, this isn't like the greatest film, this isn't like award-winning stuff, but in terms of me being a huge slasher fan, a horror fan, and I love this time of year for Christmas themed horror films, if you nail it down right, you can really get a good one, you know what I mean? And I like that I was just entertained with this. I was having such a blast. I was laughing at this film. I was smiling, you know what I mean? Even though it's definitely more comedy, I would say, you know what I mean? It's not meant to be taken seriously, so you just got to enjoy it. You got to go for the ride and feel it, and I love that aspect of this film. Like I said, if you could turn your brain off, you can totally enjoy this film and just laugh your ass off at some of the comical moments, and I think the comedy in here definitely lands more often than not. I also like our lead actress who plays Cindy. I think she does a fabulous job. I believe she's a stunt woman in her, like in real life, she's a stunt woman, and she's worked on films and all that stuff before. So to see her get a chance as a lead actress in a lead role, I think that's amazing. You know what I mean? Like, she's not, you know, the best, but she delivers and really has like a good, you know, good final girl moments in that third act when she's doing stuff. It reminds me almost of like Nancy in Nightmare on Elm Street, you know what I mean? Like that ending, like kind of that third act, just, you know, the final girl stepping up. She's preparing for the final battle, you know. You get some of those awesome, great training montage moments in this film. Now let's get into the negatives, because like I said, this isn't a perfect film. This isn't a great movie, but we're going to get into the negatives now. And one major negative for me is the CG. I'm just not a big captain of computer generated effects. I know you can do it with certain things, and you could, you know, mix it with practical effects and it looks great, but the budget in here being so low, you can greatly tell when they do CGI overlays or CGI blood. you can clearly tell and it's visible to the eye. So that those moments kind of take me out of the film a little bit, and that could be cleaned up though, especially when you get more of a budget and stuff. So this film is a film that has a good solid foundation around it. They just needed more money and more, things to give them opportunities to really propel this film into the next level. Another thing is I'm a stickler for cinematography. I really do love beautiful looking shots and beautiful films, and this film doesn't have the greatest cinematography. That's another thing that I would say definitely needs working on. And if they do later films, if you guys are watching this, cinematography wise, a lot can go by with just having the camera placed in the right spot, having the right stuff in your shot, like simple, very simple, nuanced things. Like I said, in the third act, how they have Christmas themed weaponry in that third act, I think that's fabulous. And so take that kind of small, nuanced thinking idea and turn it into the cinematography too. And think a couple more times when you're placing the camera and trying to get your shots, what do you really want it to look like? And it'll, that will help you later in other movies. Another thing is the acting is not the greatest. It's very cheesy acting. Like, this is kind of a mixed or negative because it works well with the film because it's cheesy acting, but it's not great acting. So like I said, don't go in expecting award-winning scripts or performances, you know what I mean? But I think the cheesy acting and kind of bad acting fits this type of film. So I was okay with it. Like, you're talking to me, I'm a huge horror fan. I love these kind of movies and Christmas themed horror. This is the perfect time of year. This is right up my alley. And like I said, I had a freaking blast with this film. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. This isn't a fantastic film, but this is a film that I think people need to watch because especially if you're a horror fan, it's just going to get a lot of good fun times. And I think over time, this film will actually grow a cult following and people will start, really enjoying this film. Like, I can see myself returning to this film every Christmas season because it has strong enough themes and Christmas stuff going on in it. I have a good enough time and it's entertaining enough. And like I said, those negatives that I brought up aren't glaring huge negatives that make me hate this movie or anything, you know what I mean? They're just little things that they could have tweaked that you can have more money with or you can do better next time and it'll improve your next film. But all like I said, this film has a strong, solid story and a solid foundation and good creative themes going on around it. So overall, in my book, The Mean One is going to get a 6 out of 10. Like I said, I was entertained, laughing my ass off, enjoyed the crazy practical effects that they did have and the crazy, creative kills, and our, lead actor playing the mean one. Great job. Great job. And you said the comedy definitely lands. There's some funny moments, especially a certain moment in a bar sequence when Cindy's talking to another character and they're trying to get the mean one's name out, and it's just really funny. That's a cute moment. So thanks for sticking around with me all for this review, the Radd Movie review of The Mean One. Please let me know in the comment section if you've seen this film, what you think of it, and when it comes out on December 9th, like I said, be ready. Go check it out in Regal Cinemas. It'll be there exclusively where you can go check out this film. And then, like I said, come back to this video. Let me know in the comments what you thought of it. But no spoiling, please. No spoiling in the comments. But most importantly, I want y'all to have a safe and happy day. Peace out.